Hey, Todd Burrier from toddburrier.com. Today I want to talk briefly about how top earners respond when people leave. Because believe it or not, people leave top earners too. As a matter of fact, more people have left top earners than non-top earners. That's part of how you got to be a top earner. It's also, I used to tell people I did a meeting and nobody came. Did that ever happen to you? I'm like, yeah, the reason my business is successful is because I had more meetings that nobody came to than other people. Anyway, so how do they respond? What do you do? Because it's going to happen, right? It's part of the business. So let me tell you a quick story. I was fishing in Canada with one of my best buddies. Several of us are in the boat. We're back in a quiet cove, and my buddy pulls out this lure that he's had for literally since he was a kid. Now this is probably a dozen years ago. And so we were in our mid-40s, and he's had this lure for like 35 years. And he's serenading and he's waving it around saying, this is this greatest lure I've ever, this has been this most faithful lure. It's always, he's going through this whole diatribe about this lure. And it's just me and him standing next to each other fishing, right? We're fishing and having a conversation in our part of the boat. It's a big boat. And so then he ties a lure on and he casts it out, and there's a distinctive sound that a cast makes when you've held the line a little too long on your finger and it snaps. And so you go to cast it and it goes and the lure's gone, right? It's snapped off and kept gone. And I just look over and I said, bye-bye, and we had this great laugh. But what did he do about it? Did he cry? No, he had a job. His job was to keep fishing. So yeah, he loved that lure and he had it forever. So he gave it a moment of respect, and then he reached into his tackle box and he put a new lure on and he went back to fishing. And that's sort of how you do it when you're a top earner, because you get it. You understand that people are here for seasons, right? And so you want everyone to stay forever. I do, because I'm a relationship guy, and it took me a long time to understand it wasn't personal. It was about them and not about me. I'm sure there were times in my career when it was about me because, I'm fallible like the rest of the guys and gals, and I've made tons of mistakes. But bottom line is, there are people that come and go in your business for all kinds of reasons. And so it's like seasons, right? People are like seasons in your business, and some will stay for a long time. But the reality is, nothing ever changes your job description, right? Your job description is to develop customers and develop business partners. That's what your job description is, and it will never change. And so the only time it changes is when you've reached the point where you don't need to do that anymore, or, you want to invest your time in something else, right? That's just the fact. And so if you remember that and you go forward that way, knowing that the only person you're ever going to depend on is you. You don't depend on other people, you depend on yourself. Now, you do the numbers, right? Mathematics with heart. You do the numbers and you'll have plenty of the right people over time. But some people are going to come and then they're going to go. And you know what? You're going to miss them, and that's okay. My mentality is I miss them because, you only have some time for so many friends in your life, and you're going to develop lots of relationships in your business, but you can't be like lifelong, everyday friends with everybody. So if someone no longer is active in your business, and I've had this multiple times where I had a great relationship with someone, but then they became inactive for whatever reasons that they had, their life and things going on, and their goals changed, their values changed, whatever. And I loved hanging out with that person, but I no longer did. Right? Because I already have tons of great friends, and I don't even hang out much with them because that's the nature of life, right? So you miss them. You really miss them. That's okay. And you love them. And you're thankful for the role they played, because they played a role in wherever you are now, and there was value in that relationship, because that's why you got to experience your business day to day. And cherish the time you have with people, but you're not going to keep people. You're going to keep some. And actually, I shouldn't even say keep, because they're not yours to keep. There's just some that are going to stay alongside of you forever, right? There are going to be some that are with you forever, and others are going to be here for a little while. But the bottom line is, you keep fishing. You keep fishing, because your job doesn't change. Just because people come and go in the boat doesn't change your job. So I hope that was helpful. If you have not got my 27 scripts that really work, they will help you so much in the front end of the conversation. I mean, I became a master recruiter despite being a major introvert because of the style I teach, because anybody can do it. So those scripts will really help you. So make sure you put your email in at toddberry.com and get your free audio download. Feel free to share this. If you need some coaching or some training, send me a message and I'd be happy to talk to you. So hope you have a great day. Take care. Till next time.